So what I'm doing here is I've actually just taken the Mercier Eye Basics in Tawny. I've taken that on a MAC 242 brush and I'm literally just patting it into the eyelid. This will neutralise discoloration and act as a primer on the lid for anything that we're going to be putting on top. I've taken a little bit of MAC's Blackground Paintpot and I've again taken that on the same MAC 240 brush. I'm applying that to the lid. I'm not going past the crease and I'm really kind of pushing it into the root of the lash line. I will take a 217 by MAC and actually blend that out just to keep everything nice and soft. But the reason for putting the MAC Blackground Paintpot is just so that any colour that we now put on top, and we'd already obviously decided that we were going to put a teal on top, and that was the reason we used the MAC background, was basically so that the teal colour will just have a little bit of depth to it, and it will also just be a little bit more vibrant. So that's just another tip that you can use if you want your colours to be a little bit more vibrant, is to use a nice opaque base underneath. So I'm using the MAC Teal Pigment and what I've actually done is I've foiled the pigment. I've actually just taken a little bit of the MAC Fix Plus and just into the cap I've spritzed the Fix Plus water, added a little bit of the MAC Teal Pigment and created almost like a paste, which you can see kind of on the back of my hand as a swatch. So by doing that, what we've done is just made the colour a little bit more vibrant. I applied it with the MAC 242 and then I'm just blending it out with the MAC 217 brush, so you can just see how vibrant that colour is there. So again, just using the 217 just to buff any harsh edges away, because when you apply the pigment that's been foiled, it will be slightly wet, so you still need to kind of blend it as it kind of starts to dry down. So you'll see me now apply the colour onto the other lid, and you'll be able to see how vibrant again that colour is. I've deliberately left it a little bit longer just so that you can see a little bit more kind of detail of how I created the teal smoky eye. So once again you'll see I'm just pushing it right into the root of the lashes as well. I'm sorry that my head keeps coming in the way. It's the first time I've recorded on someone else, so my angles and everything were a little bit out, so you'll have to excuse me for that. But again, you can obviously see that I'm using the 217 just to blend. Here what I've done is taken MAC's Feline Kohl pencil and just put it into the waterline. So what I'm doing here is effectively starting to ground the eye, just because with darker features I find that you can almost kind of lose yourself a little bit, and by putting black into the waterline it just helps to kind of pull everything together and kind of give you a little bit more direction as to where the whole thing's going. And so what I've done here is taken a kind of pencil dome brush and I'm applying the teal pigment underneath the lower lash line and just kind of blending it in with the eyeliner that's already into the waterline. So everything that you kind of do on top you replicate on the bottom, unless obviously you have a different idea for the bottom. That's what the difference is when you do a smoky eyes. You need to kind of do the bottom as well, and that's what gives you that kind of hazy smoky effect. So just bear that in mind. So the next step here is to now start to put a little bit more colour into the crease. So what I'm using here is Uninterrupted eyeshadow by MAC. It's a MAC Pro Longwear eyeshadow. So that will just create a nice transition colour and also kind of warm up the sort of teal colour. So that's being used on a Mercier ponytail brush, and I'm just softly blending that through the crease and just dragging the colour through the whole of the eye socket. So I'm going to do some on the other side as well, and then obviously start to add a little bit more depth and definition with a little bit more black and using some other colours as well. So as you can see, she has quite full brows anyway and doesn't really need a lot of work done to them. I would say just slightly into the arch I popped a little bit of colour. So the colour that I'm using is MAC's Brun eyeshadow, and I'm just grooming through the brows because the brows are, you know, amazing, and I don't really want to add too much colour and make it a little bit too kind of harsh. So I just filled in just sparse areas and literally just put a little bit of colour through the brows just so that it pulls everything together really. And I'm sorry again, my head is a bit in the way, but you can sort of see there how the brow starts to look with a little bit of colour. So you can see there just where it starts to look a little bit more defined. So here again what I've taken is the MAC Kohl pencil, just popping it into the root of the lashes, and with the brush that's in my hand, it's a sort of pencil dome brush. What I'm going to do is start to soften that black and start to kind of blend it upwards a little bit so that it starts to create more of a sort of sunrise smoky effect. So you just want to kind of angle it up towards the crease, as you can see there. Same again on the other side, just again applying that Kohl pencil to the lash line. And then I will use the same brush to blend that out. Now you could obviously apply your normal kind of liquid liner, it's entirely up to you, but sometimes with the smoky I quite like to use a Kohl pencil because smoky to me means quite soft and blended, and I just think that keeps it looking quite modern. So here I've just taken my pencil brush and I'm applying the black eyeshadow. The eyeshadow I'm using is the Mercier Noir eyeshadow because it's just really pigmented. It's a really lovely black, very deep black, and it doesn't go blue on any deeper, darker skin tones. So just applying that with the pencil dome brush because it's a really nice, precise brush. Then using the MAC 217 just to really softly blend everything. Keep reapplying the colour and then blend it out, and just keep doing that until you get the desired intensity of colour. Obviously you can make it as light or as strong as you want it, keeping in mind with obviously the look that you have in mind. So all I'm doing is just blending it through just a little bit more. You can see my little one in the background entertaining us with some gymnastics there. Here I've taken a little bit of orange eyeshadow and I've just literally placed it above the black colour just to warm the entire eye area up a little bit more. Then what I've done is I'm now taking a pencil brush and I'm applying the Noir eyeshadow underneath now. So whatever you do on top, you do need to kind of replicate it on the bottom. Obviously, if you don't have that in mind, then that's absolutely fine. But with the smoky eye, it does look better if you have the similar colours on the bottom, as it kind of creates that kind of hazy sunrise effect. So just replicate that on the bottom, and I'm just adding a little bit of orange now just to warm the whole kind of colour scheme up. Now my camera, the battery cut out at this point, so I'm really sorry about that, but I literally just wanted to talk you through the rest of the kind of look. I applied a little bit of Urban Decay's glitter eyeliner underneath the eye, just into the inner tear duct, as you can see there. I applied a little bit of MAC's Ricepaper highlighter to the brow bone. We did apply false lashes. I mean, she's got amazingly long lashes anyway, but we wanted a little bit more impact, so we did actually apply some false lashes. For her face, we used the Laura Mercier primer, and we also used the Laura Mercier Creme Smooth Foundation in Honey Beige, MAC's NW35 concealer underneath the eyes, and a little bit of the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage in SC6, just to kind of warm up the chin area and the kind of outer mouth sort of areas. But yeah, as I said, my camera did cut out, so I didn't manage to record you know, all the kind of face section really, which was a little bit disappointing. And for her lips, what I've done is I've just taken a little bit of Laura Mercier's Lip Glace in Raspberry and just softly adding that to the lips, obviously with a nice kind of bright teal eye, what we did was opted for a lighter kind of lip colour so that it would balance everything out. I also did set the skin with a little bit of Laura Mercier's translucent powder, and we used a little bit of Max Peachtwist on her cheeks. Hi guys, my camera cut out, so I'm recording the rest of this from my iPhone. This is my lovely family friend, Praveena. She lives across the road from my parents, and a couple of weeks ago she saw a post on my Facebook just asking people if they kind of wanted any makeup done. I could get a tutorial out of it, just because sometimes I find that a lot of my weekends are taken up at work, and also just with freelance as well. So sometimes I don't always get the chance to record. You can hear my little one in the background as well. It's been an absolute nightmare, and the mess he's made has been an absolute nightmare as well. But yeah, so basically she's going out for a graduation ceremony today, and she has got a lovely black and teal sari that she's going to be wearing. So we just kind of opted for a very kind of nice teal, bright teal, smoky eye, because the sari is quite black, so we just wanted something that was kind of going to give a nice pop of colour. So if I just zoom you in, because my camera cut out, so just be aware obviously that the quality is not exactly the same as my normal camera. If you just look down for me. So we've just done a nice teal smoky eye, and then obviously just done a little bit of black, nice kind of peach cheeks, and just a really soft pink lip, just to keep everything nice and neutral. A full list of products will be... My little one is making so much noise. A full list of products will be on the description bar, and I'll pop a couple of links to my Facebook page. And yeah, thanks for watching guys, see you soon. Hit like and also subscribe if you liked the video, and I shall speak to you very soon. Take care, bye. Say bye.